everybody, it's Jasmine. I was looking for my backdrop painting and then it took me a while, but then I found it. But then I was like, if you're not going to be there when I need you, then you're not invited, really. So that's what happened. So just got my paintings and my cat, and that's it. Oh, and I've got a real cat. I'm sorry, nip nip. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my pounamu or jade or greenstone. Yeah. Okay, so when Mum and I went down to Stewart Island, on the last day we went to a stone carving, greenstone carving place run by David Gooden. Yeah, so he does his own greenstone carvings. He does like really beautiful stuff, like he does shells and he does heaps of necklaces. Like there were these feathers that were just so thin and beautiful. Yeah, but he also does a carve your own greenstone for $140. Yeah, so Mum and I both did that, and it takes about 4 hours. He wrote 4 to 5. It only took us 4 hours, so that was good. Yeah, so we went there and he had like a few examples of what we could make, and Mum and I sort of picked the same thing to do, but it ended up way different. Yeah, so first you get there, and traditionally you can't buy greenstone for yourself. Like it's Maori tradition that you that it's just gifted. So you don't buy the greenstone, it's gifted to you by him, and then you just pay to be taught how to carve it. So that's why it's kind of cheap. Like you guys are probably thinking $140, that's not cheap, but it is for greenstone, and greenstone that's carved in New Zealand and is of good quality. Yeah, so we had 2.5 minutes to pick our pieces of greenstone. Mum ended up with one that was a lot lighter than mine, and it had like a little bit of blue in it, and mine's really dark, but it's also got this oxidized greenstone up there. Sorry about my face. Yeah, and yeah, so it goes from the brownish dark, and then it's more green, more light green at the bottom, but it's, as you can see, it's really pretty. Yeah, so then we cut it out, and then you do some more sort of cutting to make the edges rounder, and then you do sanding from, you know, the heavy sanding gradients to the lighter ones. I have no idea about sandpaper, so I'm just going to be really vague about it. And then, so once we did that, then we made the necklace plaits by ourselves. So if you look at that, it's a 4-stranded plait, and so first Mum and I made her one. So we were standing there, and I had two strings and she had 2 strings, and then we did the plaiting together, and then we did mine, and then he showed us how to do an adjustable knot. So this here, you can slide it up and down. I won't do it though, it's a bit tough, which is good because you don't want it sliding around all over the place. And I did this in there so that the strings flush to the stone. And yeah, so once you do all that, to get it shinier, because like greenstone is really mucky, or I don't know, it's really dusty when it's dry. So if you're just having it around your neck, it wouldn't look anything like this. But what you do is you get your face grease and you rub it in and then that's how it gets shinier and nice like this. But I didn't really have enough grease at the time, so I rubbed mine against my mum's nose. But I can, like, you can do that because greenstones pass down from generation to generation, so it's alright for me to use my mum's grease, but like, you wouldn't take your friend's grease or whatever, you know, because that's not like family tradition and everything. Yeah, because basically with greenstone, the more history it has and the more it's passed down from generation to generation, I guess the more of a treasure it is. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if they would translate to monetary value, but you know, like spiritual value. Yeah, and this design is called a toki. Carve, he described it as a symbol of master craftsmanship. Yeah, but when I read online, it says here it was used to cut down trees and carve out waka, among other things. Secondly, it was carved into a finer blade, so it has many uses. And yeah, so I can sort of see where he would say the master crafter, because, you know, it kind of does everything. I have a little story for everybody though. My grandma, I think granddad, won her a piece of pounamu some time ago, and she wore it, but she said that it played up on her. I don't really know what that means, but she was telling this lady about it, and the lady, she said that means that it's not meant for her and that she'll have to cast it back into the sea. So that's what Grandma did. Yeah, but that, I mean, that's kind of shows you the sort of spiritual thing with the stone. You know, it has many uses. It's used in ceremonies and as a tool, as a weapon, and ornamental. I mean, it's, you know, it's like the stone. Yeah, but the crafter himself, David Gooden, he did work on Lord of the Rings, and he worked at Whittle Workshop, so he's obviously a well practiced person, and you can really see that in his work. Like, if I had the money, I would definitely buy one of his pieces, because this is like one of the strongest stones. Like, diamonds, they're hard, but this is strong. So yeah, I think that everybody, if you have the money and the time, you should check it out. Yeah, it was a really fun time because Mum and I got to spend time together and we got to do this together, so it really brought it back to the whole family thing. And he was really nice, and the studio was really nice, and there was a little Griffin dog running around. Yeah, it's the type of good time that I like to have. So I guess that's about it.